People, me have something to say, and when me say it, me not have not more to say. Me not say A nor B after me done say this, right? But more uno, leave in the thoughts in the comment section. And this is about Price Johnson, her mother, and the man that was in the house allegedly. No, it says you don't see the sign. That mother is wicked and lies. She knew that the man was in the house because she left both of them in the house. She didn't expect that anything of such would have taken place. Now that the man killed that little girl, now the mother is in a very hot spot, knowing that things might go bad for her, making her afraid to say what she knows. That's why she said a man of unsound mind. Might as well that mother speak the truth because she knew that the killer was in the house with her little girl before she leave the house. But she feels shame and her guilt is bothering her, knowing that she couldn't talk some sense into her little girl because she was a disobedient and unruly picnic who believed that she is a big woman. And people, as me say, all this is alleged information. The information say that mother is a wicked and liar mother. She knew that the man was in the house because she left both of them in the house, but she never expects something like that would have taken place. Now that the man killed her daughter, the mother is in a very hot spot, knowing that things might go bad for her and making her afraid to say what she knows. And that is the reason why she say is a man of unsound mind. So the person say might as well the mother speak the truth because she knew that the killer was in the house with her daughter before she left the house. But she feels shame and she feels guilty. That is what is bothering her right now. Tough and rough people because she couldn't talk to her picnic. You see me I say? That the person said the mother couldn't talk to her picnic because the picnic unruly and disobedient and feel like say she is a big woman. People, me not say A, me not say B more. Like I say it, rest my case. Me play some voice notes, me gonna hear what go on out there in the streets where people are say about the same incident. Big up on yourself and make sure you like the video and share the video too. You understand what I say?
Good evening, everybody. I never usually send a voice note in the group. I think I've done it once in all this long, long time. But here's my question. I'm very perplexed about this young girl's horrible, horrible demise. One, I have so many questions. And one of the questions, I'm not asking this question to be as a terrible way, but I'm looking at the thing that they said that she was raped. And one, if she was raped, I don't know. I've never seen somebody who's raped and what, but I don't see the evidence where you see blood and gore and different stuff coming from that area of her body. That's one. If she was raped. And two, the question about is who videotaped her? It's not as if they discovered her body and then a whole lot of people enter the house and you hear a lot of talking and people would be excited and then somebody would be videotaping. It was a quiet, serene videotape. So I'm asking the question like, is it the person who did this to her videotaped her? And why? Why would you videotape it and then allow it to go out? That's the question I have. The other one, the question I have is the perpetrator supposedly walk into this area where they live, where so it's in the day, mind you, so many people are milling around doing their thing, and a stranger just walk into a community and just do that to a person and get away with it. The way of this kid was brutally assaulted. There was blood on the wall and gore and all that stuff. You want to tell me that that person didn't have blood stains and if nobody saw that person walk out of the house with blood on them? And if anybody sees that, they would not cost that person. Which stranger can walk into a community in Jamaica now and somebody don't check them? Somebody don't question them. And the other thing is there a Don in the area? Somebody, who, from what all estimate and I've always been hearing, that when you have certain bad man in the area and stuff, the person who try to send out orders, um, poor little young girls them get trouble because them just send to the mother and say, "Hey, send your daughter come give me and whatnot." You know who 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 did this to this kid? Why is it that the people are seems to be afraid to talk? Why is it that people are not coming out blocking road and protesting and you don't see people? Why is this not happening? Is it that they are being silenced into not saying something? There are just so many questions that I have that, man, it doesn't make sense. And I can't wait for the police to do their due diligence and get to the root of this matter. Terrible, man.
Juba, good night, Juba, good night, Juba, good night, everybody. Juba, Tom, Juba, Tom, no fool, Juba. Look where me see where the mother is totally faulted. You're afraid of boy, you find way, report it to the police one way or another. Find way, give the police information. Just like how we find way, go push out and get kidney, find way and give the police information. For she said where the child a country, she should report the matter, even to children's service then. And children's services that might be send police in the area and investigate. Children's services are going to the area and get them on information. That means that I look like say, as somewhere else tell children's services, it look like a she. I might be children's service now with a go for where she is and put her in a home. Because children's service smart enough. If she reported to children's service to protect her life, children's service would go for the child and put the child in a home, put it before the court, and then keep the child till the child at 18. Why the mother hide it when she send the girl a country? Who want bash, I care zero. Why the mother hide the child and send the child a country? She don't make the people in authority know about this thing. Why she keep it as a shut mouth? She's in problem and she's in trouble.
Well, I say I want to comment on that story from yesterday, but I not tell them like bring tears on my eyes. Me just like, I'm tired of them traumatic stories, yeah. We really need to invest more resources in mental health and make it affordable to Jamaicans. I am actually happy that the stigma that was associated with seeking mental health is diminishing. The situation about God, man. Price Johnson, 14-year-old, hammered and raped, and has now succumbed to her injuries. I can't even understand how the family and friends supposed to feel. 14-year-old, 14-year-old in our house, student of Haile Selassie. I feel like when we recognize persons with illnesses like that, we have to force them to seek help, because some people just not seek help. I feel like in our society, like violence is our first response. Violence is our first response. And I mean violating people. Some levels of toxicity. Mindset, the food, tension. It's so much trauma that is stored in the DNA and passed on from generations to generations. We have to break this cycle. We have to learn how to respect people's spaces, how to deal with differences, how to be civilized, control and regulate our nervous system and emotions. No, enough for one anytime when I say women get assaulted and girls, oh, she must have did a look at her where she have on. Well, say this child was inside. This child was inside. This child never get to realize her potential because it was cut short. Her and many others. It's like we're so hyper vigilant here. We can't rest. And I feel that is also contributing to so much sickness that we have here. Your nervous system don't get a chance to regulate. Your endocrine system under pressure. Because your officer hyper vigilant and hypersensitive. All the way have to do something collectively. Honest to God.